Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Sorcery Jokers. It was pitch black, even the light of the moon wasn't enough to see by. My eyes, unused to the darkness, lost sight of the collector. The collector can't have been expecting this blackout either. If so, she's lost sight of me just as I have of her. Now is my only chance to save Akatsuki and get out of here. I can't waste this opportunity. Oh? What's that? My wish wasn't granted. My noisy surroundings had quieted, seeming to notice it as well. It was paused there as if it had been there from the very beginning, though that was impossible. It was fleeting like snow and echoed as if seeping directly into my brain. Oh. Okay. As my eyes recovered from the flash, its silhouette leapt into my narrowed vision. Oh. Okay. Who are you? Her glittering hair, shining like each strand was made of light, was long enough to reach the floor. It was a woman, a female spirit. A spirit. I didn't make the comparison just because her feet floated above the ground. So she was the very picture of the word, so far from reality that it had sprung to mind instantly to describe her. I didn't sense any hostility from her, but remained alert all the same. I was on edge instinctively, sensing a threat from her very existence. She seemed almost an embodiment of some inexplicable power. The otherworldly girl didn't take the bait I offered her, continuing to stare my way as if absent-mindedly taking in the scenery. I tossed an egg in my mouth, putting my brain working with some thorough chewing. Good, if I can eat an egg, I'm not paralyzed, I can move. So what exactly is this? An apparition? Maybe I passed out on my feet and I'm dreaming? Hallucinating? No, I wouldn't dream about something like this. The sound was both a voice and not a voice. I perceived the sound not with my ears, but from above my head. Somehow, each word was fleeting like snow, and melted away as if it'd never been there in the first place. It was a dissonant sound, but also the voice of a singing angel. The soothing melody gave me no time to interject, and though the words were incomprehensible, I was exceedingly displeased by how much they moved my heart. It seemed at once contradictory yet consistent. Only because I was being moved by sensations not of this world. The blackout came to an end. No, maybe it had minutes ago. The otherworldly girl had disappeared as if she really had been a dream. I searched the area she'd been floating over, but there wasn't a single trace. Someone had been there, let alone a strand of hair. How comforting would it be if the area was faintly cold, proving that it was a ghostly apparition like the rumors said. I can't be carefree now, however, to wrap up the whole experience with just a single word apparition.
誰だ？
何を？私よ。一人寂しくしこしこ運動会してたとこ悪いわね。
どうした？
くそー。
ついにアークソードを手に入れたのか？
くそーって言ってんの。イライラする。いっそ殺せ。
停電でデータが飛んだな。
だから先に言わないでよ、センちゃん。死にたい。朝まで飲むから付き合って。
そんなに飲んだら急性カフェイン中毒になるだろう。
What does drinking have to do with caffeine?
カフェイン？何それ？コーヒー？もう飲んでないよ、あんな泥水。飲むって言ったら酒でしょ、お酒。
は？夢中だったじゃないか。焙煎機に電動ミル、うちカフェがどうとか語ってたぜ。
I don't know whether to call her capricious or a bird brain, but maybe there is something to be learned from Agaha's behavior. Right now, no matter what I do, I'm not going to come to a clear answer about this apparition.
ところでセンちゃん、暖房もついてないのに汗すごくない？
No human being can cross between this world and the next, after all. Did those people switch places? It was a ring of people, and their expressions were so unified it was almost bewitching. Their wills were all as one, no dissidence among them, which gave them all a singular individuality. I could only maintain my individuality among this group because there were none among us opposed to our grand plan. The quiet requiem being sung was producing a small reaction. The faint light that seemed to signify both birth and death grew into a sense of satisfaction soaking into the ring of people. Like a dried-up lake once again becoming a place of rest for living beings, when what we've desired for so long is realized, the hearts of the human ring will fill with reverence. The echoes of our unending pleas reverberate directly in the heart, not through the mediation of any sensory organ. The stream amid a world where magic has become the norm is coming to an end. Oh. Thing with the human form, was it solid, gas? I couldn't tell. Was only because my eyes for a short time. It was like the moon peeking out through a night sky covered by clouds. It was there, but I couldn't see it anymore. Even so, I could feel its presence nearby. In the jet black darkness, I heard someone's voice pierce my ears. A slightly colder hand grasped mine. Suddenly, the darkness was washed away by a bright light covering everything before me. Even though I was warned and hurried to shut my eyes, the light was so bright it shone through my eyelids. The situation was changing too quickly for me to keep up, so I couldn't find it in me to disobey the firm voice and the hand pulling me with it. When I cracked my eyes open later, I saw that it was Asahi running in front of me. Oh. Wait a second. Asahi finally listened to me and stopped when we'd reached a street a little ways away from the mall. The power had come back on, and the street lamps nearby faintly illuminated our surroundings. Why do we have to run away, and why are you here, Asahi? Asahi cocked her head and looked past me toward the mall. There was a crowd forming in that direction.
いいわ。少しだけなら時間を取ってあげる。私はハルトを助けに来たの。あそこにいたらハルトが危ない目に遭う。だから逃げてるの。
Trouble? What had just happened earlier immediately played back in front of my eyes. The threat menacing me. It was hard to say it was totally unrelated to that.
分かったなら走って。まだハルトが安全だと分かったわけじゃないから。
No, seriously, wait. My sudden resistance broke the hold she had on my hand, and her momentum caused her to topple over forward. Are you alright? I ran over and helped her up. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
じゃあどういうつもり？
Asahi's face was bright red, but she didn't complain at all. It was clear from her expression that she was holding in some anger and embarrassment, though. I don't think I should run off. My dad will be looking for me.
あなたのお父さんには後で電話すればいいわ。
Not just that, I'm worried about Akatsuki too. Why did he do something like that? No, he explained his motives himself. Then what is it I want to ask him? No matter his reasons, what Akatsuki did was wrong. The strong empowering the weak is never right. It'll never ever be playing fair.
ハルトの友達、多分大丈夫だと思う。私があそこに来た時、立ち上がろうとしているのを見たから。
Really?
だけど苦しそうだった。だからきっと病院に連れて行ってもらえるわ。
But
どうしても言わなければならない大切な言葉があるの？
important words. Asahi's questions made me realize, do I actually have anything to say? Akatsuki is a precious friend of mine. That's the truth and nothing will change it, but I can't forgive him for doing something so unfair. Strange, ambivalent feelings swirled around and expanded within me. I was afraid I would lose sight of what was right and what was wrong, so I shook my head.
あの人はきっと大丈夫。危険なのはハルトの方。私と一緒に来て。
Alright. I gave in to Asahi's pushy request, using it as an excuse to shake off the guilty feeling that was gripping me. You mean, what about Hina? So how far are we going? After we'd walked more than 10 minutes away from the mall around the city area, I asked Asahi that. I couldn't imagine we really had a destination in mind.
そうね。ここまで来ればもう安心だわ。
Asahi finally stopped after that comment and slowly took out her diary, the one with the cat clasp. Are you writing in it now?
今じゃないといけないの。
Didn't she take her time writing in it at home? But just when I thought that, she closed her diary after the pen had just made its way across the page. Does that mean that all this had been so normal to Asahi that she didn't need more than a few seconds to write about it?
どうして不思議そうな顔してるの？
I just thought that you didn't take long.
試練を乗り越えた証を書いてるだけだから。
That you'd overcome your trial?
それよりハルト、怪我してない？どこも痛くない？
Asahi's small hand touched my cheek. I'm fine.
どうしてそんなに焦るの？怪我してるのに隠してるんじゃない？
No, it's just... Asahi grabbed both sides of my face and stared straight into my eyes, not taking no for an answer.
目をそらしたらダメ。
Even if I didn't have anything to feel guilty about, I'm not such an adult that I can stay calm in a situation like this. Really, I'm not hurt anywhere.
そうね。ハルトは嘘をつかないもの。
Apparently satisfied, Asahi smiled and pinched my cheek. I gotta say, it feels really weird to have her treat me like a little kid.
そうだ、ハルト。お父さんに電話しなくていいの？
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. Asahi pointed out a terrible oversight on my part. I took my phone out of my pocket and dialed my dad. After a few rings, I heard what was probably a lot of voices melding together into background noise. Dad, it's me. Sorry I didn't call. I'm in the city with a friend. I'm not in any danger. Even through the phone, I could sense how chaotic it was over there. Seemed like Dad was still at the mall. Whoa. A sudden shout at my ear made me pull the phone away in surprise. I'm sorry, I have no excuse. Oh, he wasn't too far off with the abducted thing. Well, what should I do? Should I head to the station? Everything pressing, even if he didn't explain what he meant by that. I got the feeling I knew what it was. Hey Dad, is Akatsuki safe? Dad's aware of my relationship with Akatsuki. The harsh tone he'd been maintaining all the while finally softened a little. Did he say anything? I see. What about the collector? You saw her too, right, Dad? We chatted a little more after that, and the conversation ended with the command to go straight home. Come to think of it, what was that light anyway? It was? So you used light magic, Asahi? Not many people can do that, can they? That's amazing. Why not? So you've got the aptitude but not the control, huh? I've heard people like that just need some impetus to get good at their magic. Some people have managed to gain control by making a sort of pose. You've just got to do something like that, I guess. It's the same theory behind the words you say when you use magic. Yeah, you're right. I really don't want my dad any matter at me. I'm pretty sure the boy's supposed to say that, but you're right. Let's go part of the way together at least. I set off next to Asahi. I felt like there were invisible beings weighing my legs down as I walked, asking me if it was really okay to be going home like this. So I told them I'd done what I could. There's nothing else I could have done, and I averted my attention from the noise I heard with every step. When I smiled at Asahi next to me, she returned the smile, and the little exchange made me feel a lot better. And I'm gonna end the episode here, everybody. It seems like, I don't know, something's going on, and we have to find out. Ooh. So, next episode, hopefully we do, with Senri. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, then please smash that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye!